Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. And today I'm going to talk about how to get better at anything that you do. Now, this one is very simple, even though everyone struggles to find the answer. Eating an onion right now increases testosterone. But anyway, the way to get better at anything you do is to do more of that thing. Now, you probably thought I was going to tell you something magical, like maybe if you want to get better at running, drink this drink before you run, do this stretch before you run with these shoes. That is bullshit. If you want to get better at doing something, you have to do more of that thing. That is simple, and that's a fact. Most people make excuses. They say, maybe some are valid, but most are not. They say, I don't have any place to run, I don't have any place to study, my environment is too depressing, too loud to study, whatever. The more excuses you make, no one cares about your excuses. The more you make, the more you're shooting yourself in the foot. The more you shoot yourself in the foot, the slower progress you'll make. Do you want to work at McDonald's? And in a few in a few centuries, no, in a few decades, let's say when you become like 60, when you become 80 years old, you'll be a millionaire, sure. Or do you want to start a business today? Cut out all the excuses and make a million in maybe your first 6 months of starting the business. So now it's simple. Obviously, every single person who's watching this wants to be successful or get quick results. And the way you get quick results is stop with the excuses. You do more of that thing. Now, I'm going to give you a specific example concerning running. I don't recommend long distance running, but if you're doing it, or any type of running, you need to, or you're only going to be limited to do a few miles at a time. The first time you run, you'll probably run, you won't even make it a mile. Now, the second day that you're doing your running, you go again that same distance. The first day is to calculate how far you can go, how far you can manage. The next day, you do the same distance and the same distance again and again until you get comfortable with it. Now, I'd say like maybe a few weeks, like 2-3 weeks of the same distance. And then you increase the distance. You started with 500 meters of running, you're out of shape, out of breath, you move to 1 kilometer, then two, then 1.5, then 2 kilometers. Then you reach your goal. Every few weeks you up the distance. So and then eventually maybe you wanted to run a marathon, you were able to run 40 kilometers. And one of the main things that holds up the result is the consistency. How consistent are you? Having a streak is not, it is motivating, but what really matters is how consistent you are. And you think that's the same thing. I'm going to explain. Streaks is a day-to-day streak. And then if you lose it, you lose your streak pretty much. But you don't lose your progress. And it's more difficult to keep. Consistency is doing more than you did last week or yesterday. So you basically you watch pornography and you want to stop. And the way to stop is to get consistent. So the first time you stopped only for one day, the whole week you fapped. The next week you do one day again, Then the next week you do 2 days now. Then a fall 3 days, 4 days, then 7 days, and then you stop watching it. The when you know when the real I mean you'll know when you succeeded when you stop counting the days. Just focus on consistency. It's much easier and more successful. So now do more of the thing and be more consistent. Those are the two things, main things that you need. For example, now the best swordsman was training from childbirth. I mean, not from childbirth, from the time he or she was young. Every day, every few days, he kept training, and eventually they became the most feared swordsman in the country. You, whatever you are, you wanna you wanna learn how to run. Running is difficult. Like when I started running, my feet were hurting so badly, which is relatable. But the way I conquered this is I ran consistently. I kept running. I don't run for like one particular day, like an event or a sports day, and then I stop. No, I run every few days a week. I sprint, and that is how I like 2 years ago I hit my first 10K, back when I was doing long distance running. But now I do sprinting. But I could easily, if I was still doing running, I could have probably done like 20K now. My friend is a runner. He can do 20K. So that's what I'm saying. Do more of the thing. You want to get better at school? Do more studying. More studying techniques. You want to get better? You want to get bigger in the gym? Do more weightlifting. Do more dieting. Actually, when it comes to getting bigger muscle, the duration and the amount of calories that you're burning throughout the workout matters. So don't do more reps. Increase the weight. So you're doing 2 sets of 12. Bench press, for example. You want to get bigger muscle, you eat more, and you increase the weight. Do more of the thing, and you will get better at it. And you'll get more results from it. This onion is so strong, man. I really don't like eating it. But it's for testosterone. And the next, obviously, remember about consistency. Consistency is the thing that's going to hold everything together. If you're not consistent, then you're setting yourself up. And if a failure, you train for a few weeks and you stop. Then you'll be sad because you never saw any progress. In the beginning, you're gonna be bad with anything. With let me make family friendly examples. We're going to the gym. We're starting a new sport. You're gonna be bad. Accept it. Accept that you're going to be bad, and always think every single day, how can I be better? You're going to get better regardless, as long as you keep doing the thing. And that's all I have for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace. Also, I got a course on fitness, how to build an aesthetic body. Link in the description. Please check it out. You won't be disappointed. Peace.